Yeah.
That's perfect. Sweet. Yeah, let's start going through it.
Yes.
Do you have a specific place that you'd like for us to start?
Maybe the overview, what I have done as for now.
Okay.
I have done a lot of testing, and as I wrote since 2019, how I struggle with Facebook advertising to make it work, and just testing, but nothing consistent, no purchase that I can tell weekly I get one sale or nothing like that, but just struggling all the time, testing.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know what is wrong. And yeah, so I followed you now on YouTube and tried to make the structure better. 2019 was not good. I just tried a lot of things, and but 2020 I have done better, but still there is no good yeah.
Got it. Okay, well, let's make 2020 your year then.
Yeah, of course.
Let me request access, and we'll get started on this. And then the conversion here is, just so that we have a good understanding of what these, is this Swedish money or what is this?
Yes, it is Swedish money.
Okay, and
so you can basically divide it by 10.
Perfect. That is
so
all
it's
I
easy
need
for
to
you
know.
to.
Cool. And then I do have access, is that right?
Yes, just you can close that.
Okay, I don't see access on my end. I don't know if it's from a delay or anything, but if you just want to go ahead and select the testing. Oh, there we go. I see now.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, and are these different countries here, or is this, like it says, EU?
Yeah, EU. Yeah, it's a European Union. I have just selected some countries that we have sold to, and yeah, that we are trying to market to.
Okay. And then where's your amount spent?
That total, and so it's yeah, $93 today.
Okay. No purchases this month?
No, I have one on the retargeting, but that is wrong. It's the Facebook pick up my test purchase and attribute it to my remarketing. This is some collection ads I have been putting up, and that should work much better. And
okay, got it. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. We're gonna have to start with recreating your ads, so that way we can it takes them to your shop, or what is this?
no, you should not do that.
Okay, that's going to your Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's because it's a collection ad on the actual
okay. Yeah.
desktop. That makes sense. So let's see here real quick. Which landing page is this going to?
You can click on the cost. No, it should be this page.
It takes them here?
No, yeah, they're going to this page.
Okay.
This is in euros, and it's same pricing in United States. So it's $157.
Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't be getting plenty of sales. Cool. Yeah, you have everything here. It's purely an ad issue. That's all it is.
Yeah. So I have worked so much with the brand and on the website, and work with influencers, work with Instagram, everything. And,
yeah, it's phenomenal. Yeah, it looks great.
And when we touch people, when we got sale, they are excited about the product, and yeah, and about
totally. Yeah, you're
our
just
customer support and everything.
Yeah, we just got to fix the ads, and it'll all be good. So here's what we can do. Let's just start in one of these audiences here, just to make it easy.
Yeah.
We'll just duplicate and we'll start building these out now. We'll do one ad here to start. We'll remove this and we'll just go straight into doing a carousel as the first option. Carousels work really well with watch brands and stuff like this, especially anything to do with like articles of clothing or anything like that, clothing in general, apparel, stuff like that is really good with the carousels. And depending on if you have the images already uploaded. Perfect. Do you know what your best seller is?
It's the Coral watch. I can
Okay.
see that. I can make this one.
So we'll just type in Coral. Boom. There you go. That's your carousel right there.
Yeah.
That's the entire carousel.
Yeah.
I
So
think
that is
you
for
could
the
easily
stories
do
I have
3x plus, maybe even 5x, 6x ROAS come here November, December time. So yeah,
Okay.
it's definitely doable. So we'll take this one because we want it to be consistent.
Yeah.
You saw how those first 5 images are all consistent. That's the same pattern we want to follow here. It's clean, elegant, and represents the brand. And then we can show, you know, the people with it on the site and stuff like that. Headline, we want to, go ahead.
Yeah, I have already created carousel ads. You can pick out from other ad sets. I have done for all the watches. So
yeah, we're going to do it for the #1 bestseller.
Okay, yeah.
And we're going to do it a specific way where we make sure the headline is the actual name of what it is.
Yeah.
We don't need this thing to be all capitalized. That's not going to help us in the rankings. And it's for women only?
Yes, this one.
Okay.
So I have 4 watches for women and 2 watches for men.
Okay. They're not like
And
unisex or anything?
It can be, yes. We have done it before, and but just to make it simplify for the customer and visitors, we have categorized them. But
Okay.
we have a customer that
Did
have
you
choose.
see which one performs best?
No, I don't think I can see that.
All right, we'll just start with this copy here. So we'll copy that. And we'll go ahead and add that to the actual description to start. Cool. And then I'm just going to go to the home page real quick to see if you have any other copy on the site. All right, we're going to go ahead and take this one instead. Calls out the brand, which is really important. Lowercase, is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Cool. So we'll start with that copy there. You could even add an emoji if you wanted to be honest with you. It's totally up to you. So next thing is the URL.
Yeah.
We need it to go directly to that watch. So we're going to go here and send them directly to the swatch. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Reason is it's more direct, so that's what we want to do. And then for the description here, we can end up putting in the #1 bestseller. Any reason why you don't have reviews on the site?
I have, you can see down below the tab. If you go there, a little up, and wait, here.
Okay. And then we'll just do #1 bestseller since that is your #1 bestseller. Okay, so then we'll just move on to the next one and we'll just repeat this process.
Yeah.
So we want to continue to keep it consistent here, and the next image we could be
Yeah, you can take that one. Yeah.
that, and then we'll go to the next image and you'll select the next one. And then we'll add one more.
The other two is from stories, and that one lifestyle picture maybe.
Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and copy this, paste it on all of these. And then we'll just repeat that exact same process because we want it to be consistent. More consistent, the better.
Yeah.
And then this image here at the end, this one's just showcasing what the product looks like on somebody, but the rest of the carousel is actually consistent across the board. Go ahead and add that there. Then we'll just click here and we'll just double check what it's looking like. Perfect. Yeah, it looks phenomenal. Great. Yep, cool. And see more can remain the actual main page because that's where it's going. Then we're going to switch it to shop now. There's no reason for them to learn. We just want them to shop. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go here and confirm your pixel. 2884. 2884. Yep, that's right. Cool. And essentially what you do next is just name this ad, what it is, and then that's the first ad. Literally, it's that simple, but it's, you know, it's very clean and consistent. The next one you would want to do, so now we'd want to duplicate this and repeat that process for another one. Make sense?
Yes.
So if you want to do the next one, typically you could do like your next best-selling product if you have one, or you could end up doing like the single image version of the ad. It's totally up to you, whichever makes the most sense.
Yeah, because I have not have so much sales, and it's varies every time on which watch is. But yeah, with women it's coral watch, and with guys it's sail watch. So I don't know if and then
let's get the sail watch.
Yeah. URL.
I'm sorry?
I forgot to change the URL, and but I can just write it.
Yeah, these creatives are good, so that's nice.
Yeah, we got all. We worked a lot with influencers and got these amazing pictures from them, and
Yeah, that's great. Cool. Then just go ahead and let's name this one something different in terms of the primary text. Let's swap that out for something else.
you can look at the Facebook page, the copy we have used previously on our maybe.
Perfect. Yeah, you want to pull it up?
The copy we have used here, and maybe no, that's not. Maybe this one
Let's
or
see.
this one.
What is this one here?
Bond with our limited watch collection for this year.
Okay. Yeah, that one had a lot of engagement, so we'll take that. Could honestly like add in one of those little star things where it's like the twinkling 3 stars. Those tend to perform well with brands that are like micro brands with micro influencing. So like these types of things.
I have used a lot of emojis before in 2019, and but when you do not get results and when you can compare, I
Totally.
did not. Yeah, but of course, it looks awesome.
So we'll then do free shipping.
Yeah.
And we'll just swap this one out. So we're just going to change it up a bit from the other one, so that way we have a little bit more of a variation. And then once we find out what's working, we can continue to go down, furthering that actual result in terms of which creative we want to use with which variation that's working best to really dial in the result.
Yeah.
We could even take it a step further potentially here and try something. Let's see, 1 second. Because we can get another row in here. So you see how that pans out?
Yeah. That's great.
So that's one way. We could certainly test that as well in another variation, but for this one, we'll leave it the name as is right now to start this one off. So watch. Perfect. All that's correct. Cool. And this one's good to go here. Sweet. And then we just want to go ahead and we could launch one more. It could, in this case, we don't have to do the same another watch unless you know there's one other one that's pretty even. Is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah.
No, it's not. But we can maybe send them to the collection page, or do you want to send direct to a watch or the static?
Direct to a watch.
Okay. Yeah. So we can use maybe Onyx watch.
Okay, let's do it.
Should we lifestyle or just
No,
product?
no, not lifestyle. The brand, in order for lifestyle to really work, it requires so much spend, it's unreal. Like the mega watch brands, like they can get away with doing lifestyle, but they're also spending a ton because it's not really direct advertising. It's just brand promotion essentially.
Yeah.
We just want to get direct sales right now as a small brand until we, do things like that.
Yeah, understand.
Cool. So that one's fine. Yep, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And should I change something more? I have also, we can change maybe for the stories or?
No, never do that. It'll make it dynamic.
Yeah.
So then we'll just do this here. I saw that one. I liked it. All right, we're going to remove this part because that's not necessary. And then you could even do the heart eyes for the emoji if you wanted to, if that's okay with you being on for your brand.
Yeah, of course. It is.
The headline, actually, that looks fine there. You could get away with that headline. And then we'll just go ahead and do the description here, which is going to be free shipping again. And then for the website URL, we'll take them directly to this watch. We take them here because it's more direct. It's one less step for conversion. You actually pay less money if you're able to get the action in less steps.
Okay.
So Facebook rewards advertisers who can minimize the steps it takes.
So what I've done before, it was I was sending them to the homepage, and because I didn't see any results, sending them to the product page. And yeah, I just want to see the whole funnel, letting them step into the homepage, read more about our brand, getting them to be familiar with the brand, and see how many of them are clicking through to view a product. So
totally.
This way I can also see how many clicking through and if I should keep this ad or not. Just I was doing this because I was not getting any sales, and this is for me one way to cut to ads before I eventually is not spending so much.
Right. So we're going to duplicate this campaign into a different audience real quick.
Yeah.
Or a different campaign altogether. So that way we can just have this for starting. So that way there's a base. And then we're going to go ahead and select all of these here. And we're going to press delete because they're in draft. We're not using them in this audience. And then we're only going to, turn these off real quick because we're not going to let them run. We're going to save that to draft. Then we're going to publish. Yeah, we're going to turn all of them off. Save to draft. And then we'll hit publish real quick. The first thing we need to do is get these ads published on the new ad set before we start editing the audience, because what's going to happen is we need to lock these ads in place so that way they stack social proof and they build momentum.
Yeah, I tried to do that last time and it didn't work. It just locked to the home page or to the, but we can try.
So what we'll do is we'll select all, we'll hit edit. And before we do that, we actually have to hit refresh up here. Otherwise it won't work. So you got to refresh it. Then you select all. Then you select the edit button. And what you'll do is you'll then hit the drop down on create ad. You'll hit use existing post. You'll then press the preview button and confirm that the ads did in fact work. Yep, it worked. And then all we do is hit publish. Now all of them are stacked, and moving forward, they'll always be stacked and they'll never be able to be edited because we've already approved them here.
Awesome.
So now that is in place and set in stone. Next thing we want to do is go to the audience. HM is what
just
exactly?
Interest. It's the retail, into fashion retail.
Oh, H&M. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
H&M. Okay. And then we're going to remove website visitors. We're just going to leave the exclusion for purchase 180 a day.
Okay.
We're going to any reason at 25? Can we go down to 18?
We can, but just all the things I have tested throughout 2019, I saw that most of the purchases was 25 to 34, but we can test.
Cool. Yeah, time to change.
Yeah.
We want to go broad, and we'll go all, because we have men and women. And then we're going to keep it at 65 plus. We're in the holiday season. Everybody's buying right now. People are buying for the brothers, sisters, mothers, children, anybody you can think of, friends, family, you know, dogs, pets. Some people do that. Some people like to put watches on animals. So there's an audience for everybody, and we want to get them.
Yeah.
Next step is we can start doing exclusions whenever we're spending anywhere between 150,000 to about $1 million a month, and it's okay to consider it at that point. It really doesn't make sense until you're really spending a few million in most cases, because then it's true. The data is extremely accurate at that point in most cases.
Okay.
And in terms of audiences,
do
you know which ones have ever worked for this?
I have that doesn't work. I have stacked audience, and I have used other watch brands, and but the audience is not much. But when I stack them, I have got results.
So we're gonna go for something more broad, like watch as an interest entirely.
Okay.
And then this isn't only Sweden. We're going to other. It's all of the Europe. Okay, you have all of these countries here.
Yeah.
Cool. And then what we're going to do is just name this one. We'll remove this W. I assume that's for a woman. And then we'll do watch. And then how you had it there for the EU. It's fine.
Do you see the notice I got from Facebook here that says ad set may get 0 purchases? I should.
Yeah, it's basing it off of what's been happening for you. That's the only reason why. Our campaigns.
Will that maybe how I might say the reach, or they are cutting down the reach because they are predicting no purchases, or?
No, they're not cutting it down because they're predicting no purchases.
Yeah. Okay.
What could happen is that you get less reach depending on your ad type, but carousels have a lot of placement, so that should lower your CPMs.
Yeah.
So you should be fine there. And then what we're going to do finally is, okay, you have that selected. Okay, that's it. That's all we're doing for this one. And we'll add in the reach detail targeting expansion.
Okay.
That was odd. Anyways, now what we're going to do is, that's one audience. Next thing is we're going to duplicate it, and it's a massive audience, so it's okay to be
Yeah.
singled out. Then we're going to go another really broad general audience. We don't want to target the brands in most cases because that's the first thing everybody else is going to do.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. You know, it's
Yeah.
you know, it's easily rationalized for why it's the first step. But we're gonna go a little bit more broad if possible, so that way we can capture a larger audience. So
Yeah, I have tried that now. Last week I have taken shopping and fashion. I don't know if it's related or.
you know, we'll go with bracelet because it's a wrist item. Most people who wear bracelets, believe it or not, they have a watch. People
Yeah.
like to put them together side by side. Yeah, these are, and you can probably pull a lot of details from the people who've been doing influencing for you. So we'll go ahead and that's already selected. We'll name it up here, bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
It's another big audience. And we'll continue. Okay, yeah, none of these are going to make any sense here. So we'll just reselect watch, and then we're just going to hit suggestions again to see what pulls up that's really similar. Automatic watch, what kind of watches are these?
Mechanic.
Okay. Have you targeted this audience
Mechanical
before?
watch. No.
Okay, so we'll go there. And then we'll get away from this category where it's like watch and bracelet, and we'll go to something totally different.
Okay.
So that way we hit a different range
Yeah.
to see what works, right? Because like sometimes people just choose like every type of watch, and then like if you know that audience just doesn't work for watch, then it's not going to work for mechanical. It's not going to work for automatic. It's not going to work for anything, because
Yeah.
watch is the overruling category. You know,
Yeah, totally.
for
That makes sense.
example,
Yeah.
and then like mechanical watch is like a subcategory. So
Yeah.
if you go here, I mean, you're going to be put down even further into the actual category under one that's not working. And so we want to branch out so that way it's pretty different.
Yeah.
And that gives us the highest chance of actually coming across a good amount of success. Next thing we could do is minimalist. It's a big audience. Minimalist is always huge. Minimalism, minimalist. It's, you know, it's a type of living, right? It's a way of life. Totally different. Doesn't mean they're interested in watches, just means that, you know, minimalist is. And anything to do with minimalist, people are usually buying it if they are in the minimalism, you know, hoorah. So it really helps. And that will likely do pretty well. Next thing, we'll just stay another 3 in this bucket and then move to the next. We're looking for anything over 1 million and preferably over 10 million at this point, especially being in Q4.
Okay.
1 million during Q1 through Q3. As soon as you step into Q4, you kind of need to get above 10 million.
Yeah.
And that's simply due to the amount of bidding that's always going on. So we probably can't find another one too close to minimalism. You have any ideas on another audience?
No, not what I can think of. Only in fashion, maybe we can choose something, but maybe something Scandinavian, maybe the Scandinavian designer or something like that.
Yeah, but we need some really big, a big audience.
Okay.
Timepiece. We'll stick with these audiences for now, and we'll go ahead and change this one to just EU. So that way we have a large audience to work with as well. So now that we have these audiences and you have those 3 ads in each, this is a campaign that's good to go.
Okay.
Now, the next thing we'd want to do before we launch that is double check on the actual events manager you have here. So that way we can see what's going on audience-wise in your actual ad account. Or your pixel, sorry.
Yeah.
So you have 7.9K page views here. All right, you're at 11% match rate, 6% match rate, 10% match rate. That's not very good. So what we're gonna do is go to your settings. I'm gonna scroll down here. We're gonna drop this down and we're gonna turn on all of these.
Oh, okay.
And your match rates are gonna explode in terms of jumping from those 5, 7, and 8% all the way up to like 88%. Your data is going to be 10 times better. You're going to get way more accurate information. The system's going to understand who's going to your site. You're going to receive now not only name, email, gender, city, state, zip, country, first and last, phone number, and date of birth, and external IDs in case they're on a laptop phone. This system will now understand who your audience is. And that's why your match rates are so poor here. They're terrible. But we just fixed that. So now we're going to be good to go. Those will jump up pretty significantly. And then, let's see here. Are these accurate?
No, that is all the test purchases I have done. Just testing the checkout.
Okay.
So,
but it works.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just double check because you have a good amount of view content. So I just want to understand if there's something wrong with the process.
So I really simplified everything just to.
Oh, it converted it to your.
Yeah, because I think when I'm logged in, it shows different. If I can switch maybe to, I think it's because in euro and it thinks I'm from Sweden and it's converting to Swedish crowns.
Right, that's a good thing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and, I mean, you have opportunities to build lookalikes for sure, but I'd be more concerned with fixing the retargeting if you have one.
Yeah, I have one, but it's not working. and
So let's see here. So yeah, this isn't, you don't have to split them out like this. Here's what we'll do. We'll duplicate this in the original campaign, and we'll just go ahead and simplify this. Right now, we need to just stack all of these because they're kind of all the same audience except just different dates. So it's not really necessary to split them out. So we'll just go in here. You have add to cart 30-day, and we'll just go ahead and do website visitors 90-day, and then we'll just do Instagram. What is that? 7-day. And then you have Facebook IG.
You can, I think, right, engagement, Facebook engagement, I think it is.
And then, yep, that's fine. Switch this to 7-day click.
Okay. And for this, I have the all products in one carousel.
Okay.
Maybe. Or if I maybe should add one carousel for each product.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to this one we just put together. We're going to, well, first we need to get these published so that we can see what's going on. We're going to go inside one of these, and we're going to grab our 3 ads we created, copy them, and we're going to go over here, back to retargeting. We're just going to go ahead and put this one inside that audience we just created that was stacked because we simplified it. We're going to save a little bit more money because you're not going to be competing against yourself.
Yeah.
It's going to get a little bit more optimized because you'll have more data to work with because you don't have too much, so it's better to have it all together. Then we're just going to go ahead and take all of these and just go ahead and we're just going to turn them off. We don't need them anymore. Publish, and then this one here, if you're comfortable with the ads going live, we can go ahead and activate them now for that retargeting.
Yes, of course.
Go ahead and select these. And we'll leave that one with all products because that's fine.
Yeah.
And we'll publish. Now, as for spending in that other interest audience, is that within your budget to activate, or do we need to adjust these?
No, it's in the budget, yes.
Okay. Then we'll select all, come in here, select all. We'll just do this bulk, turn on, publish.
Because I saw when you go up in $10 a day, you get more data and more results, but keeping up with $5 a day, it's a struggle right now in Q4.
I can imagine.
And
okay.
Yeah.
So this testing,
okay,
I would shut it off.
Yeah.
The entire thing. It didn't work.
Because it just, yeah, I have just, it just have spent.
It's burning too much money.
Yeah.
We only want to get purchases right now. So for this remarketing, yeah, don't do any lifestyle images, just do the actual product image.
Okay.
Cool. So now that you have those, these are good to run, and these should start getting purchases here pretty soon. And then essentially you could launch a lookalikes campaign
Okay.
based off the view content is the only one I'd really do out of all the ones you had, just based off the percentage match and all of that. We fixed that portion. Do you have any questions so far?
How long should I run this campaign, and when should I cut them, or when I got purchase, or when the target CPA is above the spent, or?
Yep. So whenever the budget, if over the next like 3 days you don't see a single purchase, then I mean I would start, something's wrong and it needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
You should see a purchase within 3 days at least. And if one of these, the way you know if you need to cut something is if the cost is higher on one of these ad sets than it is on the overall average. So like if the average is $30 cost per purchase and this one's 40 and it has no purchase, then it's worth cutting.
Okay.
So that's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah. And the budget for the retargeting, I have, I think, $10 right now. Is it good, or should I stay with it?
Yeah, that's fine. $10 per each is fine.
Yeah.
You could certainly create a lot more audiences here. These are just the ones that first came to mind that are big audiences that could work.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Minimalist audience is huge. I mean, it's a big audience that has a lot of big buyers. So it should definitely end up converting. Have you done any searches on the like MVMT for the actual ad library?
Yes, I have done that for several watch brands, but it's always hard to see the strategy behind it, but they are doing a lot of lifestyle pictures, and but all the watch brands are huge now, and it's it's hard to see the strategy behind it, and I think our struggle is to begin when in this so just to have some ground and keep that going.
Whenever people hit the site, are you capturing their email?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I have changed now. If you scroll on the footer, above the footer, on every page, I have this let's bound message, and for that you can get 10% off, and
you should have this pop up as well after a certain amount of time.
Okay. Yeah, I have tried that also after 10 seconds, but I saw on Hotjar that they are just annoying by it, and they are just clicking it down.
Your conversion rates are better without it popping up?
It's hard to know that because I cannot contribute to that because I don't get any purchases. But yes, when they sign up with the email, the conversion rate is really good. They convert every time, I think, when they sign up.
Yeah, so I'd be trying to get a lot more emails for sure.
Yeah, so that one I saw that.
Yeah, you should swap out the word "and" with the plus sign.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I can do that pop up after few seconds and try it again.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so those are the main things. That's the best structure to stick with, going a lot more broad on all these. You were pretty narrowed in, and you went really narrow on your audience, and you went really broad on your ad. It's kind of backwards. So you want to go really broad on your audience and go really narrow on your ad. We went really narrow in the sense of choosing an exact product, the #1 bestseller, the exact landing page, taking them exactly where they need to be, telling them exactly what the product is. That's being extremely narrow with the ad. It's called direct ad. Then going extremely broad with your audience because that's the biggest favoring of the algorithm. If you have them backwards, it's kind of like constraining and can really hurt the results. And we saw that as a prime example. And we'll really know over the next few days how it turns out. But it's certainly, without a doubt, I can guarantee it for an absolute fact that'll be better than the campaigns you've had.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. And should I stick with the ABO? And just when I see results, I can maybe do CBO then?
Yeah, so here's a few use cases. If you have one purchase on every single one of these,
Yeah.
or you see two purchases on every single one of them, just go ahead and stack them all together and scale it up. Now, if you see 6 purchases, 0 purchase, cut that one.
Yeah.
If you see 10 purchases, no purchases, then just cut them all except for that one. And another example would be you cut 2 and you're left with 3, and say one has 6, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Where it's like they have variants, but they're all 3 good.
Okay.
That is a situation where you go to CBO.
Yeah.
So it's either all stacked or all cut
Okay.
except for 1, or switch to CBO because you cut 2 and you kept 3.
Yeah. And if I see now a purchase, say in 3 days, should I higher the budget on that one?
No.
Okay.
No. Don't raise your budget until you see at least 2 or more purchases coming in.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I did raise the budget once in September when I got the purchase, I raised the budget, and immediately after that I saw that the ad said stop performing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That happens.
Yeah, and for the lookalike, I saw that now Facebook have changed. We cannot select the country, so
you don't want to just select worldwide. Or,
yeah,
it's going to be worldwide, and you select your countries. It's actually better to do it that way.
Yeah. And when I start to test lookalike, should I do ABO or CBO? When
you're testing, test on an ABO level.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any other questions alongside those?
No, I don't think so. I have, but yeah, it's much clearer now for me, and the structure, and I have just put more, maybe too much time by myself into this, and just need to see it from other perspective.
Totally. Yeah, no worries.
This was really helpful. Thank you, Chase, and yeah. So
absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, my pleasure. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but all looks good here, and I really appreciate having on a call with you.
Yeah, thank you. Same
all
here.
right. Thanks, Adon.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.